guys, welcome to today's video. So I'm going to have a new series coming up. It'll probably be in the next 2 to 3 weeks. Just kind of waiting on some parts and some time to do it. But I want to do a series on Husqvarna chainsaw lineup. I want to do, which I've got the saws to do this, I want to do kind of like an entry-level saw, a middle grade rancher saw, and then we're going to step to the Pro Series because that's what we have a lot of saws of. But kind of a series on what kind of chainsaw do you need if you're on the fence of maybe buying like a 455 Ranch or a 460. Should you just go step up to the Pro Series, or do you stick with the ranch saw? Kind of just we're going to talk about them, get some different opinions, we'll cut with them, and then do a follow-up video. But it'll be probably a 2 or 3 part series and really get some good information of what you should buy, kind of talk about the product line, and maybe Husqvarna will watch this and, you know, send us some demos or something, you know. But yeah, it'll be all Husqvarna saws because that's just what we have. We've had Husqvarna saws forever. I remember cutting with Husqvarna saws 10 years ago, and it was just a basic 120, and we cut so much wood with that saw, and I thought it was great, but I didn't know any better, that there was better saws out there. So we'll actually have that 120 in the video too. The 120 is pretty much your basic entry level, I don't know, $150 saw. And then we'll go all the way up to the 592 and talk about it and show it cutting. So that'll be coming up in the future. So if you're interested in that, subscribe, and I'll show you the saws real quick and kind of show you
the saws that will be in our test, minus the 550 XP. My buddy's got a 550 he's going to bring over. A 550 is pretty much the same thing as this 545, but I kind of want to include it. There really isn't any differences, but we do have the saw, and if you're thinking, oh, I don't need a 550, I'll just get the 545, well, maybe you'll watch the video and you'll decide you need one or the other. So we're also going to have a 120 Rancher, or no, just a regular 120 at the very beginning. It's my parents' saw, so I'll have to go pick it up. But that'll be like the entry level. And then the 450 Rancher is as far as we're going to go in the Rancher series. We used to have a 455 Rancher, and great saw, but we ended up selling it, otherwise it'd be in this video. But I feel like, personally, 450 is the furthest you should go with a Rancher saw before you step up to a 545 or a 550. So we'll have a 120, we'll have the 450, a 545, a 550, we'll have the 562 XP, that's a 60cc saw. These are obviously 50, so we'll have a 50, a 60, a 70, and we'll have this fresh boy, the 592 XP. So we'll be showing the main differences as far as power to weight, talking about the horsepower of them, the weight, what weight means when you're cutting all day, what horsepower means, RPM differences, and kind of hopefully just a very in-depth, informative video. So that's forgot to mention why we are waiting to do this test. That's the reason. So a few months ago, I don't really use this saw anymore, the 450 Rancher. It was my first chainsaw, that's why it's still around. But a few months ago, I had it out, kind of running it again, and my buddy dropped a tree on the handle. So I'm waiting on a new gas tank, and I don't know, the throttle, it's all on order. It's been on order for 2 months or something. So waiting on that, and then we'll be doing this test. Thanks.